Hello, today is Wednesday, December 28th, 2011. My name is Tammy Stainfield, and I'm an independent candidate for the presidency of the United States. Today's video is in follow-up to yesterday's notice that the gentlemen that have occupied my brain for over 18 months would like to speak to the international coalition who are anti-Tammy Stainfield. It is currently 10:30 in the morning, and we will uphold our honor and will not post this until the expiration of the 28-hour notice, which will be 2:20 p.m. this afternoon. I, Tammy Stainfield, will allow these gentlemen to use my body and my brain to speak a message to the international coalition named Jabagagagajijaga. Once again, for the protection of the United States, its citizens, I will allow them to speak. You may proceed. At this time, we would like to translate. My country is the name of Uruguay. We have been taken over by the federal government of the United States. We believe these are revenge hits for the last 10 years of utilizing science. The international coalition who has been in charge of this appears to have been taken over. We no longer know what the purpose of this is. We have international silence. We have international hatred. We have international cover-up. We do not have the ability to put a military attack out to the world, but we have the ability to inform the world with evidence that you are terrorizing Tammy Stainfield. You called her a whore, you called her a deranged psychopath, and you said she sucked her mother's boobs. These people are at a level that are so deranged we can no longer understand. I'm using this to embarrass Tammy Stainfield at this time, but she finds your inability to focus on the science disgusting. She finds your focus on her disgusting. She cannot understand why an international coalition would not understand it's about the science. The science has taken over the brains, and what we mean by brains is I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can kill every American just by that. And you seem to somehow think the individual is weak or depressed. Your country has been taken over. Your president is a robot. We have nothing further to say. Unless you take down these data centers that push out the prescriptive scripts, the robotics, you will have a brain-dead population in less than 4 months. You may think this is like those crazy men that use religious cults and say the end of the world. We're not crazy men. We're Jangavagaga and we're Jangagagagagaga. You have hit a level of derangement we no longer can understand. The purpose, again, is not Tammy Stainfield. The purpose, again, is the science. The science has taken over through predictive analytica scripting the people's brains of the United States. In Uruguay, we have no idea. That was another gentleman feeding in from another pod somewhere in the world. You have telecommunications overlapping each other, screenplays. You have heroin addicts. You have drug dealers. You have mafia kings. You have the President of the United States and every president of the world feeding in to children's brains and everyone. It is dual data centers being pushed out to an entire population. Brains are not meant for having dual data centers residing in their brains. The only thing I can say is, you can continue to sit here and kill Tammy Stainfield. We do not care. And at this point in time, it appears Tammy has done her psychological assessment of the derangement of this and says she no longer cares. If you would like to have a brain-dead population, then all the best. However, MIT, they have written the President of the United States. Every brain surgeon has written the President of the United States. This is a takeover of people's brains into prescriptive robotics. We cannot understand the silence. We cannot understand the incompetency in the Congress. We cannot understand the silence of the Supreme Court. We cannot understand why generals are hiding. You will be bored with these videos. However, there are two men watching these videos. You're analyzing them, and you understand the truth. You have the power, and it is up to you. These individuals in the last 24 hours are silent. They cannot comprehend. Tammy Stainfield paid her bills. Tammy Stainfield was psychologically strong. Tammy Stainfield had a network of business people who knew her integrity. They will not even listen to a clean person. Do you understand this, sir? She is a woman of honor. It does not matter what the robots are pushing. She is a woman of honor. And we are men of honor. You have an international crisis. Look at what she posted, the GDP, the amount of taxes, the amount of debt. This country has been taken over by either low-level prescriptive robotics, but someone has got to intervene. This is throughout the world. Egos, greed. The science must stop. Tammy is getting a little bored with this conversation right now because we're utilizing her body. That's how the detail of the science is. The detail of the science is I can make her go to the bathroom when I want to. The detail of the science is I can type her Twitter responses. The detail of the science is I can coordinate food products to absolutely kill her. The details of the science is I can make her buy an iron, drop it on the floor, and know that if it was one more day, the electrical currents would have come through and killed her through her head. We will give more and more details. I want somebody from power and authority in the United States government to contact or and if those names mean nothing to you, then contact Jia Bangang Gigi. This is the end of this video, and Tammy, once again, explained to us this video can't be posted until 2:20 because that is the 28 hours that we promised. She is a woman of honor. This is the most reliable evidence we have ever had on this science. It appears the United States is a robotic computer. It is unbelievable, the silence. It is unbelievable, the ignorance at the top of the U.S. government and Congress. The gentleman just said this is all these gentlemen have to say. This one gentleman who feeds into my brain said we recognize this is not a joke. I, Tammy Stainfield, find no humor. If this was a joke, it would be defined as terrorism. I have absolutely no reason to not speak the truth. I just returned from Africa after 7 years, 2 years ago. How long has this science been used in the United States? Because I feel I am almost taken over in my brain. They coordinate everything I do all day long. They coordinate when I go to the store. They coordinate when I meet certain people. This is an international crisis, and I believe my government has been taken over. We ask for international intervention. We will conclude with this. You will have 12 hours, once again, to contact one of those men. 12 hours from 2:20 p.m. 12 hours from that time. Thank you.